Hi, Jonathan York from Bay Financial Partners, looking at investment markets. Saturday, New Zealand time, another big move in the US employment data. That unemployment rate has now fallen below 6%. With the Fed now looking to finally remove that asset buying program, it's now just a question of when the US start to look to put rates up. Certainly debate will rage on that. So with the unemployment rate now below 6%, equity markets had a good boost on Saturday morning New Zealand time, and now so it's just a question of when interest rates start to rise in the US. And that should be viewed as a good sign, because the reason why they are rising is because the economy is growing at a good rate now, and they just need to rein in and get back to a more sort of neutral level for interest rates than the current very low levels they're at. Indeed, looking back historically, when the US has started on a rate rising increase, markets have risen around sort of 10 to 12% over the next sort of 15 to 18 months. So I say it shouldn't be viewed as negative. It is good news. Obviously, a result of this is the US dollar is gaining a bit of strength, and obviously on the flip side of that, the New Zealand dollar has come under extreme pressure now in the last couple of weeks. We expect that to continue now over the foreseeable future. The other big mover has been oil. That's fallen below $90 a barrel now, and that's pretty big news. With the New Zealand dollar falling, that will help take some of the inflationary pressures out of the New Zealand economy, because gasoline prices won't be rising quite as much. With that fall in on oil prices, that sort of counteracts the rising US dollar. Here in New Zealand, still seeing quite a few of these companies repaying back their bonds that had been issued over the last sort of 2 to 3 years at some pretty high rates. Goodman Field is the latest out there. And it's just indicative of the interest rate cycle we've got going through at the moment, where you have got still pretty low rates despite the rate increases, and some of these corporates are just looking at refinancing at some better levels. Indeed, in New Zealand, it's sort of quite interesting now with some of these bonds being repaid back. People are still a little bit reluctant to look at some of these high dividend shares. But there are some pretty good returns being offered out there, and especially some of the property trusts, for example, that are structured as pies, are giving a pretty reasonable rate of return there at sort of around sort of 5.6 to 6% as a net return to the investor. That sort of stacks up pretty well against some of these bonds that are obviously gross payments going through. If you're interested in these, call us on 0800 867 323. So it is pretty important to get that fixed interest portfolio reviewed, and call us on 0800 867 323, or go to the website www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz for lots of interesting articles. We look forward to speaking to you soon.